Everyone basically should have some estate planning that should occur. A lot of people don't want to go to lawyers. Probably the last thing that they want to do is meet with a lawyer and talk about personal financial information, healthcare decisions that they have to have made, and death or becoming incapacitated, things of that nature. So a lot of people don't actually address this, but it doesn't matter at what point you do. As soon as possible, it would be good to talk to a lawyer about some of the things. Some pretty basic pieces that almost everybody should consider having. One is a simple will, at least. There can be trust that you put in place as well, but if you have a simple will, that rather than having the state decide how your estate will be divided, you get to be able to choose how you want that to occur. You also are able to choose who you want to handle or oversee how the will is handled, and you also, if you have a minor child, can nominate or choose somebody that you want to be the guardian, again, if something were to happen to you and or your spouse or the other parent. So getting a simple will is something that's recommended very strongly for almost everyone. In addition, if you become incapacitated or not competent to things of that nature, rather than a will, there's at least two documents that are very important to have. One is something called a healthcare proxy, which is a fairly simple and easy thing to draft, where you're choosing somebody that will kind of act as a proxy or acting as somebody that would be making your healthcare decisions for you. Again, if you're not competent or not able to, and a lot of times it might be a spouse. You can also have an alternate person be the healthcare proxy. And another thing is a durable power of attorney, and that's a very important thing as well. Again, if you're not competent or not able to be able to make these legal decisions or financial decisions, it's allowing somebody else, and you can have an alternate as well, to be your durable power of attorney, to be able to sign paperwork for you or pay bills or things of that nature. And it's important that you have your documents in a safe place, whether it's in a safe or safety deposit box or what have you, or have your attorney handle it. But having a will, durable power of attorney, and healthcare proxy are very important. In addition, if you're able to look at if you have retirement accounts or life insurance policies, things of that nature, if you make sure that you're up to date in terms of who you want to have be the beneficiary of these are things that are generally not part of the will or not part of the estate that would be looked at in the will. So it's important to have an up-to-date beneficiaries, things of that nature. You also want to make sure if you own property that you have a homestead, and a homestead is a protection against creditors. If you got into an accident and it protects the house up to a certain amount. A lot of times people have that when they bought the house or when they refinance, but it's something that you want to double check to make sure that you do have. In addition, there are a lot of different trusts that are not something that everyone needs to have, but have some advantages along with some disadvantages depending on what you're looking for. There are revocable trusts, which are things that you can change in the future, and there are irrevocable trusts, which are some of the commercials that people might hear about from lawyers about nursing home and about it getting paid or not paid. And those are things that can all be discussed with an attorney. But if you don't have a will or need a will, durable power of attorney and healthcare proxy updated, it's important to get that done for both peace of mind and to make sure that things are fairly simple and straightforward for your heirs, and that things are provided in the way that you would want them to be provided.